Hi, it's Lonnie. Welcome to Grace Blossoms for You. Today I want to make a few journal cards, and I'm going to use a few hashtags to accomplish this. And three to be precise. If you're not familiar with Rachel at Roxy's Creations, then you may not know about her weekly challenge. Last week she did journal cards with fabric swatches, like a sampler card. So I wanted to incorporate that idea with Twinchy Tuesday. And I have some fabric swatches here. Some of them are Twinchy sized. Some of them are not quite, but you get the idea. You could easily use Twinchies for this. Especially if you slow stitch or you're looking for ways to use your Twinchies. This would be an excellent idea. And then the other hashtag is Penny at Penny's Crafty Creations, and it is Deck the Year. And so I'm going to be altering some index cards. So yeah, let's have some fun. Okay, so I started with painting some of these because I like the yellow for my Winnie the Pooh journals. But I kind of messed up on that and I didn't really like it, so I was thinking I could use this one for decorating and then just cover the other part for writing. Or I could leave this for writing and then cover it with some book page. Let's do that. So I chose this paper book page because it has the nice brown edges naturally. And so I just want to glue that on there. I will use my glue stick, I think, for this. Yeah, so how is everyone doing today? It's actually Sunday as I'm recording this because I don't have a lot of time during the week now. So I have to do it when I can. The month is quickly evaporating and I need to finish this journal. And I glued it onto there instead. Oh well. That was not very much what I wanted to do at all. Anyways. Yeah, that did not accomplish what I wanted. What else can I do here? I wanted to use this for the writing part, but then I could decorate this part, I guess. It just won't be using book page, but that's okay. I'll trim it down further later. Let's see. I think I will do that. If I remember this time. Oh well, sometimes things turn out better when you don't plan it that way. Some people call them happy accidents. I just say that it turns out the way it was meant to. now I have a dilemma because I also like the writing, not necessarily just the edge. So I'll just stick it down and see how it works. I could always cut off the edges for some other project. Yeah, so I picked fabrics that I knew would go into my Winnie the Pooh journal. And so this is very much a theme project here. So that will be the side that we decorate, and then this side, because I don't want it white, I will put it on here as well. And this can be the part that gets journaled on. There, I think I did it right that time. This will actually be a very thick card. And yet still too flimsy to be a tag. Okay, I'm just gonna trim this out. Okay, so I have these two smaller ones. I think I'm gonna make Winnie the Pooh specific, and this one could be any theme. So let's see which fabric samples I want to use here. I was thinking of using the larger ones, but now I think that maybe they'll be too big. So I have quite a few here. Let's see. Separate them a little. I have some pictures on the fabric that I thought would be nice to use. And they have different color backgrounds. Got them on white, and I have them on yellow. Then I have this bee fabric that has the yellow and this pretty blue on it. I like that color combination. Then I have the hexagons, which remind me of honeycombs. And then I have them on a light green. So, lots of options, and maybe even too many. I wanted to see if I had one on just one with more yellow. And then too, I've been purposely fraying them because I like that look. Obviously, if you're doing paper, you won't get the frayed look, but you could tear them. So I'm going to do that one, I think. And then I just kind of have to, I need one that sticks out, and I kind of like this one because it goes with all of them. And they don't have to be the same size, they can vary. And then maybe another yellow one here. Something is too big. I really wanted that honeycomb, or beehive rather. Let's see, maybe a white one, because it could go wider. Could actually fold that a little. Okay, so that thread is going the wrong way. I'll just trim it. I like that though. And then maybe this one. Something like that. This one could go right at the bottom so it looks like it got cut off there. Knocking things over as usual. When I saw this fabric in the Walmart, I thought picnic table, you know, like a tablecloth for a picnic table. And of course that reminded me of Winnie the Pooh, and I thought perfect. Sold. Alright, let's decorate these and then I'll glue them all down at the same time. Really wanted to use this honeycomb. I may end up making a lot more of them, but I want the number to show for now, so I will do that. I don't like it fraying, but I do like it frayed. Okay, so there's that one. I might have to actually overlap this one, because why not? And then, I just thought if I did it this way, I could have Eeyore cutting off over there, because his face doesn't quite all show. And then maybe this one. It almost fits. There we go. I think that works. Okay, that's 2. I think I actually want to cover this side. And then I have cut all these little pieces. Probably will end up making some more twinchies. I love this picture of Winnie the Pooh sitting with his honey pot with the bees buzzing around. Okay, so I'm going to do this 1.5 this way. I don't think that one tears. It does fray though. And then I need something bold in the middle. And it's okay if they overlap a little bit. I forgot to round the corner on this one. Yeah, I want the bold one in the center. Like so. Okay, what else? I was going to add a script stamp on the background, but I think this honeycomb one will work. Got this one from Amazon. I think that will work. Just kind of want to dirty it up a little bit. Give the hint of something. And in case it just pokes through a little. Okay. Something like that. I got my hot glue gun here. Just put, I think a little bit should do. And I'll have that sticking out a little bit. Unfortunately, I think that will show when it dries. I'm not sure. Just a little bit here. Maybe I should leave them loose. Should I just do it on the edge? I do want the bottom down though. Oh, they're all up. The other ones are all down, so. All right, hopefully when that hardens and sets, it will be not so visible. The other thing I could do is change from hot glue to maybe fabric glue, which I generally don't have. I have tacky glue, but I don't think it dries very quickly. How about if I try my Barely Arts? It does work on fabric, so hopefully it won't be visible. I've been away from my glue bottle for a bit this weekend, so yeah, that might be better. It looks a little bit off because he's to the one side. Okay. There we go. These would make lovely page edges as well. Okay, one more. Oh, I did it on the wrong side. Got used to doing it on the right side over there, and then I just carried on. All right, I'll leave a little bit of a space here between the fabrics. Okay, so that's not bad. That's 3. I'm not sure how many I should do for the Winnie the Pooh, but I did them all with Winnie the Pooh stuff because that's what I had out, so maybe I could make a more generic one with just, let's see, I was just thinking music paper would have made a good background for this as well if I had some nice yellow stuff, which I don't at the moment, but you could always coffee dye some or just leave it. Now I had this paper from something and I thought this would make a really nice Yeah, I measured out some twinchies and this paper was left on the outside, and I thought this would be so cool to put on here. I'm going to do that. Can use that another time. All right, and then I want to do the yellow. Maybe this one will go into my ideas journal. It can be about bees. It doesn't necessarily have to be about Winnie the Pooh. I like to put bees in other projects as well, so this one is more flexible, I guess. I have two here. Maybe this one. Something like that. And then we're going to decorate these yet. All right, so again, I have so many threads now. I have to use them up somehow. Yeah, I think these are fun. Could also do this with lace or paper. Okay, so there's that. Not sure if I want to ink these. I might try this one with ink. Sometimes I like to ink the edge of fabric, because I don't know. I guess fabric likes to have some kind of definition as well. So there's that one. And I'm going to do the big one here. Okay, let's see. I kind of like that with the edge. Alright, I'm going to ink the rest. I'll be right back. Okay, so how to decorate these. I found some new fussy cuts on Facebook. There's so many graphic designers. It's so hard to keep track of them all. But at the same time, I am really enjoying the perks of it. You can just download it and you can use them. For the most part, you can use them in projects you sell. So, bonus if you're on Facebook. Kind of like that one. I like that one there. What I might do is make that one into a pocket. Even though it is a label, I'm going to make it a label pocket. And I will do it sideways, or crooked rather. And then this can be tucked in there. What else? You are the honey to my heart. Something like that. I like that. All right, Eeyore over here. I think he needs to hear "be happy." And I kind of like the idea of having a pocket. That might work. I'm going with the pocket idea. Okay, so put that there. I'll have to wait till that one dries because it's a little narrower. It's a little bee stamp. Put that on the outside. I think it's catching on the fabric. Maybe something shorter. Pure local honey. Honey makes everything better. Definitely makes it sweeter. Okay, so there's that one. I just really want to put that in there for Eeyore. Let's see. Okay, that's in. And I'll stick that in front. There we go. Got it past the... I know what I could do. Don't really want to do that though. I could have cut it off to make it shorter. And I should have used my glue gun for that one. I'll just do that for right now so it dries. Okay, what have we got for here? Kind of out of the big tags now. This was a smaller one anyways. That would make a good tag or a good pocket. Put that over there. I had all these from one designer and now I can't remember the name. Could be like a tab. That's a Bible, but it's big enough on there, I think, to make a pocket. Or it could be a tuck spot. Thank you for being you. Put that there. Don't really like that, the size of it right there. That would work. I've been seeing honey pots everywhere since I started making this journal. Beehives, bees, honey. This is probably a journal I'll keep working on because I'm always finding more things. Alright, it's going to be kind of a crooked pocket. Life is better with bees. A little honey, a lot of love. Buzzing through life. There's so many cute ones here. Happiness is homemade. Home is where the honey is. That's true. When the honey is home, that is. Sometimes the honey is working. I'm just going to put a few in here, why not? I was thinking, which one was it now? I guess it was the dragonfly, but it's a little big. Maybe the bee up there. Yeah, so I hope you're enjoying this project. Thank you to Rachel for the idea. Okay, so there's that. What's this? Faith. That would have been good to put somewhere. Be your own kind of beautiful. Almost feel like I need a little something extra here in the corner. Be kind. I think that will work as well. Okay, that's a lot of gluing and such, but it's fun. That should be dry now. I do like the addition of the little pocket in the bigger ones. And there's so much you can add. I think I want to add that there. I'm not gonna ink this one because it's got too many fine points. It'll get wrecked if I try. Wow, you can just go totally nuts with this project. I think the fact that it's all related, Winnie the Pooh and honey, that's pretty much what I think about. And there would have had to be dragonflies in the 100-acre wood. So there's that. What about this one? Does it need something up here yet? I have another honey pot. I think I'll save that though. I think that will work. Be kind. I think ER was the one that said a little kindness never hurt. There, it's kind of framed by that honeycomb fabric. Okay, I'm going to stop. I will have all the links below in the description box. Go check out the originators of these prompts. I use them as prompts today, I guess. All right, thanks for joining me today. Hope you like that, and we'll see you again next time. Bye for now.